Frogs, nigga.
On my wrists is frogs.
I recently spoke to Smack and I asked him about that battle. I said, Tech Nine Jimz, is that a battle that we could get on URL? You know, he says if the people want it. Do you think Jimz is URL material?
No,
Nah?
no. That's why he hasn't been on URL.
Mm.
They don't care to book him because he's trash.
Mm.
It's plain and simple. And he's begging. Get me on URL. Yeah, can you get me on URL? Let's try to get this on URL. This URL. Every word is URL. Like, you know, Jimmy the Greek. He says URL. Every other word is URL. Ain't he with RVE?
Yeah, ARP.
Ain't them your boys?
Mm.
You know, that's what I mean by he's selfish. He's snakish. You know, he's with RBE. You know, he's with ARP and them. But every chance he can't wait to stab them in the back and jump on a URL ship. He's waiting to jump off the boat. He's been waiting to jump off the boat.
I've been getting money for so long, these niggas mad. It's hard to fit a rubber band around 50 racks. It's hard to keep that dirty money in that closet, nigga. Had to buy a laundry mat so I could wash it, nigga. Can't say your bitch
Now,
is bad.
Tech, man, I got to talk about the Do Your Job blog. You know, that kind of was dominating our topics all week. You know, talking to a lot of new artists, the Fettuccinis, you know, the Snake Eyes, the Gwitties, everybody that we kind of everybody we kind of brought up. You know, J400, everyone is like, you know, feeling or taking it personal because they feel like they're the new talent or they're representing the new talent. And somebody who isn't too familiar with battle rap and they start looking at new talent, they're looking at some of these guys as the new talent.
Say their names.
Snake Eyes, yeah, he was one of the main guys. So you guys got to say the names. What's up? You guys got to call these people out who's not doing their job as opposed to putting everybody in in that pool. What's your thoughts about, you know, some of the reactions to what you guys said? And I know you guys feeling good, like, yeah, that's what we want. We want you guys to start. You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts to some of the guys' backlash and just what do you think about them saying you guys got to say names and things like that?
To do your job, it actually did what it was supposed to do, and that was supposed to create dialogue and create conversation. I know there were like 1 million responses to it. To me, I felt like the people that responded in a negative way, they maybe feel guilty and maybe feel like maybe they aren't doing their job. Because at the end of the day, we were never supposed to single anybody out. It was not about calling this person out or calling that person out. It was about raising awareness to make people perform better, to make people realize, hey, we're looking. People are looking. Hey, you're not doing your job. We see you. So it was basically saying, oh man, do your job. You go to work, and you know when you working at a job, and as the years go on, you start slacking up. You feel like you got pulled. You know everybody at the job. You're not working as good as you were when you first got the job. So the do your job thing was just saying, hey, look, yo, I'm watching you, yo, do your job. Like, yo, you slacking. Y'all not doing your job. That's what it was about. For those who are doing their job, they should have looked at it and said, "I know they ain't talking about me." A lot of them cats got emotional, got in their feelings, and I'm looking at it like, "Yeah, you ain't doing your job." And I'm just looking at the blogs like, "Oh, well, you sure ain't doing your job either." So, you know, out of all the responses, it was like 100 of them. A couple people that responded shouldn't have responded, but for the majority of the people that did respond, I'm looking at them like, "Yeah, I don't know why you're responding. You should respond by battling and doing your job, because responding to the blog and cussing and arguing and carrying on and balling your face up and looking tough ain't gonna get you nowhere. That ain't gonna do nothing. You need to do your job, perform on the stage, and that's how you get looks. People complain. Oh, this happened. Oh, that happened. No, this happened. No. You happen. Do your job.
Now, when looking at some of the guys who called you guys out, when I spoke to them from Fetty and Snake Eyes and a couple guys, when I specifically talked about Tech Nine, they kind of went in like Tech Nine isn't that lyrical, he's
Yeah.
garbage, or this, that, and the third, and they would body you. Now the fact that you are a battler, they're like, we can't say nothing to Jay Black, but we'll fry Tech Nine, let him come on the court or whatever. If you think we not doing our job, some of these guys they would like to see, they'd like some contention. They'd like to see Tech Nine in that ring or whatever. What's your words to some of the guys who's called you out, who wants to see you in the ring? And who's making these statements about your skill?
I'm so dangerous right now because doing champion and actually breaking down the bars and breaking down battles has done nothing but made me a better writer. I actually get to see what the fans like because back then I wasn't really paying attention to battle rap. I'm be totally honest. Throughout the whole year, I may have watched one or two battles throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
I really was not watching battles at all. So now that I'm actually watching almost every battle that drops, checking for names, checking to see who's doing a job, who's coming up, I know what the fans like. I know what they want to hear, and now it's helping me lyrically as well. People say, "Oh yeah, he wasn't lyrical, whatever." Tech Nine was good for what I was being paid to do. And that was go in there, be a performer, be an entertainer, make people laugh. That was my job. And the minute I stopped doing that is when the fans start saying, "Oh, wait a minute, what is he trying to do? What is going on here?" We came here to laugh. We came here to see you perform. If everybody else is doing the same damn thing, guess what? The sport is boring. You know what I mean? If everyone's on a basketball court doing the Jordan or Kobe fadeaway, there's no point even watching basketball anymore. They all fading away like Kobe Bryant. I don't want to watch the shit no more. So my thing was, and that's what happened with battle rap. People stopped being creative. Everybody started to sound the same. And now I'm starting to see people change up. Like with Twerk. Twerk doesn't sound like anybody. No. Twerk is a breath of fresh air. He's different. B Dot is different. The Losos is different. A Ward is different. You know what I mean? Eddie I from King of the Dot is different. You got a lot of people that are coming up. Even Jakkboy Maine is different. He just needs to find a way to get himself together and make his style work because he's different. No one sounds like Jakkboy Maine. He can really be a problem. He can really be a ticket seller if he takes it serious. And like when the DMV stuff happened, I don't think he was all that good. I don't think he battled Jerry West. To me, it was just okay.
Now, do you ever plan on getting in the ring with any of these guys? I just recently spoke to Geechi Gotti. He's talking about, I want Tech.
Yeah.
He just wants to show that he's a better artist. He's overall better than you. He'll do you dirty. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on a guy like Geechi?
I want to destroy Geechi Gotti. That's the number one. That's the person I want to battle. That's the number one battle for me right now. They can book that battle right now. I'm locked and loaded and ready for Geechi Gotti. I got like 5 pages ready for Geechi Gotti. Damn. So yeah, that's who I want to battle. There's 2 other people that I want to battle, and that's Jakkboy, Maine, and Jimz. Those are the 3 names. I'm not looking to battle anybody else. So everybody else that's talking out their neck and sideways, I'm not looking to battle you. I'm looking to battle Geechi Gotti, Jakkboy, Maine, or Jimz. Those are the 3 names that stand out to me. Those are the battles that I would take. I've never been the guy to battle a lot. I've always battled maybe once, maybe twice a year. Because at the end of the day, battle rap does nothing for me. I work. I'm not a battle rapper that makes a living off battle rap. So I don't have to battle 6-7 times a year. You know what I mean? I've always felt like if you battle too much, all it did was water down your product. I've always been the guy who water down your brand. That's why Low Deluxe gets paid $30,000 a battle because he doesn't battle that often. He may battle once, maybe twice every 2 years. He doesn't battle that often, and I've always been that way. I've always battled twice at the most a year. I'm not looking to win any awards. I'm not looking to win champion of the year or nothing like that. These battles came about because these particular people called me out. Had they never called me out, we wouldn't even be talking about me battling right now. Because to be honest with you, it's just not something that I'm really focused on. Right now, champion is moving. We're moving. I'm focused on media and be how can I be a better battle analyst? What can I do that's better? Sure, I can get in the ring and have fun with these guys. I can get in here in the ring and 3-0 Geechi Gotti right now.
3-0
Right,
Geechi Gotti
I can
right
3-0
now.
Geechi. I can 3-0 Geechi Gotti right now, and I'll step right back on the champion table and act like I never even battled him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean that's just what it is. I had my fun. You know what I mean? I had my run, and I had a long run. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So my thing is to get the new guys over. That's why I don't want to battle none of these old dinosaurs. It's
Mm.
all these guys are new. Jimz is new,
Mhm.
even though he's been battling for like 7 years, and we're just now talking about him because he's a
Mm.
bum. But
Mm.
he's a new scrub.
Mm.
Jim's always been trash.
Okay.
Let's be totally honest. Jim's is trash. Geechi Gotti is fire. Jackboy
Okay.
Maine is fire. So
Okay.
you know what I mean. So those are the two battles I really want. The Jim's is kind of being forced because the fans want to see it. Jim's has a pretty good following
Okay.
because they like his blogs and he's funny and he's entertaining. But at
Mm.
the end of the day, when you really look at his battle, he really doesn't say anything. You
Okay.
know, he's really trash to be totally honest.
Mm.
But Jack
So you
Boy
ne-
Maine
you
is
you
fine.
you never saw a Jim's battle that you like?
Nah, man, Jim's is just he comes off as just cheesy. Like just his whole style is just cheesy. Like just real, just looks like a complete cornball.
Mm.
When he's just a cornball to me. When he's rapping and he says stuff, it's just so corny.
Mm.
The best parts about his battles is when he's funny, and I,
Okay.
I actually get a good laugh out of it. But a lot of the stuff is just corny. When he battled Math, he dropped 99 chicken nuggets. It's like, oh, like, dude, like this,
Mm.
ah, man. But yeah, Geechi Gotti and Jack Boy, but Geechi Gotti number one, man. We got to make that happen because
Okay.
I think people are really going to be impressed with the new material that I have and the way I structure my writing now, and how different I am from back in the old days. I think they're really going to appreciate it.
Geechi, man, he's definitely one of the new faces that brings a level of believability.
Mm.
A whole different coast representing the West. Man, he's definitely talented. Him and Av had a crazy battle recently. You saying 30 though, Tech? You know what I'm
No, no,
saying?
no. No, no, no. I didn't say I was 30 him. It could 2-1. I'm saying if I 30 Geechi Gotti,
Oh,
if
okay.
I if
If.
I 3-0 Geechi Gotti, I'm gonna step back on champion like I didn't do it. Like I'm not
Oh,
gonna be
okay,
like
okay,
gloating
okay.
like yo I 3-0 Geechi Gotti and like I'm not looking to reignite my career. That's not
Okay,
what I'm
okay. I
looking.
see what you're saying.
I'm not gonna be on every blog bragging like yeah I 3-0 Geechi Gotti. No, after I battle Geechi Gotti, I might not battle again for another 2 years.
Mm, mm.
What I'm trying to say is my purpose of battling Geechi Gotti is to get these new guys over. We
Okay.
got a we got a dope rivalry going on. It's fire. The fans are invested. They're in tune to it. Let's make it happen.
Mm.
That's the whole thing. Me and Jackboy Maine, we have a good rivalry going on. Let's make it happen. Me and Jim's has a good rivalry going on. Let's make it happen. That thing. It's not the try to get myself back to where I was in 2011, 2012, when everybody was running from me in the URL. I'm not. I'm definitely not trying to do that. You
Mm.
know, you know, let these new guys have fun. You know what I mean? And the old guys have to find ways to get these new guys over to keep the sport going.
Mm. Why do you extend yourself to a Geechi Gotti, a Jackboy main, and the gyms? Starting off with just Jackboy, how did that start with you and Jack, and what made you decide to say, you know what, I'll make it happen for you. If URL does it or whatever, I'll be willing to step in there and give you some of that classic Tech Nine shit.
Well, at first, I started to really his battles. He really wasn't doing that good in his battles. And when I would go on champion and just keep it 100, I say, Jack Boy Man got 3-0. I call him a low life thug and all of that, and that's what pretty much started our whole feud. He entertained it. We started going back and forth. He did blogs, I did blogs, and that's how that came about. And that's pretty much the same thing for Geechi Gotti. Geechi Gotti called me out. I didn't even know he was going to do that. He
Mm-hmm.
just came out of nowhere and just called me out. Because at
Uh-huh.
first I just was about his battle. And I was saying he was getting a lot of help from the hometown crowd. I feel like he can't perform on the East Coast. You know,
Mm,
I feel like he he looks down and a lot. You know, he's still shy and nervous in battles. And
mm,
also to me that he doesn't remember his rhymes that good. You know,
mm.
a lot of times he's ready to stumble and bumble through his rounds.
Wow.
So I picked up on that.
Yo, you really be analyzing these dudes and breaking them down, Tech.
Uh, I know I'm a battle rapper, so I know.
Mm.
I know firsthand when I'm like, oh, that guy's in trouble.
Now just speaking on Jimz, man, that definitely is one of the battles a lot of people would like to see as well. Seeing the fact that you guys went back and forth, he had a strong blog going at you and Jay Black, and you know, you guys, the whole situation that went down and everything like that. Um, when you see a guy like Jimz, do you personally like really when it comes to this battle shit, do you feel like you have to destroy him or beat him very badly when you guys battle or if it happens?
Yeah, I can't play with him. I'll destroy him. I don't like Jims and Jims doesn't like me. We just don't like each other.
Okay, okay, so it's one of those type of
It's
battles.
we just don't like each other. You know, he doesn't care for me, and I don't care for him. That's just plain and simple. He plays it off like he really likes Champion, but he really doesn't rock with us. He
Mm,
doesn't rock with Champion. We've extended an invitation to him numerous of times. He's danced around coming up to the show over and over. Pretends like he likes Champion when he really doesn't. He
mm,
goes on there and goes, "Yo, but I rock with Champion." But every chance he gets to stats to throw dirt on it or whatever. He uses it every chance. Prime example, he used a blog responding to goods that should have been totally focused on goods. The man that physically assaulted you, it should have been focused on that. He took his time out to address us in the blog that shouldn't even been our name shouldn't even been in the blog.
mm,
So that just goes to show you how how focused he is on Champion and how he really doesn't really rock with us like that.
mm.
Because at the end of the day, if something like that happens to me, I'm not talking about anything else but that.
Yeah.
My focus is that situation and that situation only.
Mm,
So that's when I knew that day when he did that blog, that's when I knew, oh snap. Because these dudes will laugh, they'll smile in your face, they'll shake your hand, they'll call you brother, they'll call you bro. They'll say, oh, they get they dap you up, and they do all this phony stuff. But at the end of the day, these cats be having hidden agendas, man. And
mm,
Jims is one of those cats that has a hidden agenda, and he's out for himself. He's a real selfish cat. He plays
mm,
it off like he's for the people and all that, but he's really a egotistic idiot.
mm. I recently spoke to Smack and I asked him about that battle. I said, Tech Nine Jim, is that a battle that
I
we
think
could get on URL? You know, he says if the people want it. Do you think Jim's is URL material?
no,
Nah?
no. That's why he hasn't been on URL. They
Mm,
don't care to book him because he's trash.
mm,
It's plain and simple. And he's begging. Get me on URL. Yeah, can you get me on URL? Let's try to get this on URL. This URL. Every word is URL. Like, Jimmy the Greek. He says URL. Every other word is URL. Ain't ain't he with RVE?
yeah, ARP.
Ain't them your boys?
Mm,
That's what I mean by he's selfish. He's snakish.
mm,
He's with RBE.
mm,
He's with ARP in them. But
mm,
every chance he can't wait to stab them in the back and jump on a URL ship. He's waiting to jump off the boat. He's
mm,
been waiting to jump off the boat, and they've been riding around that boat getting them from one island to another. When the whole meanwhile he's waiting for that URL ship to pull alongside of that boat, and he's jumping off that RBE boat. He's jumping right to URL. He's a ship jumper. That's what
mm,
he is. He's a ship jumper, and it's
mm,
sad because those dudes backed him and put all that money and gave him top dollar and made him the main event, and he can't wait to jump to URL because once he
mm,
jumps on URL, he's done with RBE. You can
mm.
guarantee that
You,
it's URL from now on.
you think he'll be able to survive though with all the killers that URL
No,
has? Nah.
no, no, no. Come on, come on.
So Tech Nine, are you willing to entertain that on URL if Smack call you and you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
would you want to take it on RBE or how it doesn't matter or
No, I'll give him that. I'll give him his
okay.
URL wish. You know what I mean? I'll do it on RBE. I'll kill him on RBE. But, you know, if URL is interested in booking it, man, we can do it on URL.
Nigga, can't say your bitch is bad if her body dead. Can't say your nigga money still living at his mommy crib. My credit good. I got a condo. Yeah, you be ballin', but you scared to shoot. You like Rondo. Dynamite, you gon' blow away. You ain't the bomb, ho. You can even stay inside. I gotta pay the ride. It's like a car note. And they don't got.